thing with one eye. It's like more blurry.
But why would you look at something with one eye anyway?
It's the strength of
Unless
it.
you're aiming.
But that's by the way. Well, hang on. We'll go back to some of the pistol after the pistol here. We got Ampus already spotting mid pressure. We've got Disco Dogland also spotting it. He's going to have to play past the smoke. Will he hold? Looks like they're actually holding behind the smokes here, so they want to take this as a team as opposed to just running in by themselves. Probably a smart way to do it. Oh my goodness, Kirby. Wow.
Ready for the flank as well. That's a lovely third headshot from Kiabi. It's a fourth headshot from Kiabi, and it's a fifth. See him gripping the mouse really hard. You can tell, you know when someone panic grips the mouse and the crosshair goes shaking all over the place.
Well, the thing is, he always looks like he's panicking, but he can't always be panicking.
He's got a shaky.
He just got shaky.
Boom.
Yeah, it's just the same
Yeah,
style.
it's a bit shaky over there. It's like
I need to see James Motorboat Stripper. That's.
Wow.
You guys are welcome for that visualization.
You completely blanked me there. I was saving something, but that just really nuked my brain. What you just said.
With that Mirage.
Oh my god. Oh man, what was I going to say? It was about the eye thing as well. It was interesting. I'm sure of it.
two plays and laddering for GODSENT. Twist saving for an AWP. Continues the sniper dominance for GODSENT. And it's a fairly clean move into A for Astralis. But where will they choose to go for plant setups? Glaive caught out in the open. Maybe that gun will be collected. It's a strong GODSENT coming their way. UMP is in possession now of Hampus, but it's not Christmas just yet. At least Twist in pit, and now just pit. Now he's in the pit.
It's so funny with pistol rounds, isn't it? Because sometimes, like, you look at like someone aiming perfectly and just nothing connects, and then sometimes you see someone they just get kills, and it's like, I don't even think that was remotely on. You're running. It's like a big like Kirby's kill from stairs to CT spawn by ticket, and just like how did he get a headshot there on one bullet? And then from that point forward, just like this guy is going to kill everyone now. Because sometimes I feel like someone gets superpowers at random in pistol rounds sometimes.
Yeah.
And just it doesn't matter what happens, they'll just get immediate headshots. It's very odd.
Pimp's up close now. Needs to go with his teammate, rings the bell, and Dopplan will finish things off. But we've got a T in CT spawn already. Glaive close up because he's got the Mac 10 crouching, hiding behind the plant. Oh, he's shot the plant pot. I can't respect that.
Why not?
It's long range support. There's just no need for such violence.
It's a Mac 10. You can't control the thing. They wouldn't let you fire Mac 10s at gun ranges. I found out at the place in Vegas because it's too unpredictable, too hard to control.
Yeah, I think too many small girls have shot their instructors in the face. With
I think all it would take is one.
those weapons, yeah.
if I was running the range, anyway. Yeah, even if it was a big girl. Not
An enormous one. 3-0 the Danes, the Vikings. I suppose everyone's can typically be a Viking. They're all Scandinavian. But oh, there it is. Dupree gets the kill onto Pits. Now it's time to walk into the bomb sites. Let's go. Doppler only able to get one. He gets some damage off the spray. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough though. To see if the CTs can get out of the shot position. The market is really difficult to do that when the T's start to push closer, but they're still having a bit of trouble. That's a good frag found by Zipex though. They can't seem to find their way out of these choke points.
Freddy B and Hampus will be forced to save, forced to wait for maximum loss bonus. An early positive start from Astralis.
It's funny as we talked pretty much use the entirety of the pregame to talk about what would happen if they started on opposite sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Well, I mean, for me, I did say that I felt like GODSENT are going to put their best forward on the CT half and not the T side, and then you sort of posited that it would be the opposite. You feel as though GODSENT will have a better time on the T side, and it's going to be very curious to see how that actually will play out. Obviously, the economy's with Astralis at the moment, and it can make this map look a bit weird. Sometimes, a little bit like Inferno, it's sometimes just really about the economy as opposed to if it's CT or T-sided, economy-sided. Like Mirage is really tough if you don't have grenades. If you have like limited grenades, it makes the A retakes really, really difficult. If you have no AWPs, it can make holding on to positions like middle very difficult, and so on and so forth. It's a lot of problems if you have low economy on the CT side.
Well, there's an AWP in play somewhere. Currently on A. May go to toll booth, may look through. No, it won't. It's going to be close on the ramp. But Astralis are heading to the B bomb site. We've got flashes off the wall. One of them fails. My flashes off the wall fail 60% of the... no. 30% of the time.
30%. Have you actually fudged numbers?
No.
I don't believe you have.
No, I don't. I have not.
Saying,
but as we saw
numbers.
from my grenade damage, which was way more accurate than I'm probably absolutely correct.
You're probably correct with your random numbers that you... I guess a clock is right twice a day. A broken clock is right twice a day. I guess
Absolutely.
That's an important part. Oh wow. Clock is right almost all of the time, especially if it's an atomic clock. Well, some damage has been done here. This is pretty good defense from GODSENT to hold on to the orb. Can Disco do it? He's got an AK. He really wanted to keep that perhaps, but no. At least the orb is going to be handled. They got a lot of kills there. That is pretty important. I mean, obviously Astralis' money looks great, but it would look so much better.
It looks like a money tumor.
What is a money tumor?
In
Please
their
explain.
wallets.
Swelling. Swelling with cash.
Swelling, expanding, massive money in their pockets. 5 rounds, 5 clean, well not clean rounds, but it's a clean lead. 0 of GODSENT. It's sparkling, it's been bleached. Astralis charging into the A site, giving GODSENT a taste of their own medicine perhaps, but no one facing CT with a gun and lucky not to lose a single player there. And that is a complete wipeout. And it's safe territory. Oh my god. Dupree. Do please. Sorry.
Jeez. That was sick.
Do cheese.
I feel like triple is a very irresponsible spot to stand if you are the solo guy, yeah. Fully spammable once you're spotted at an A-ramp palace. You can't really peek without getting pre-fired. And yeah, you can't really hide, and you're open to connector as well.
Yeah, you're really open. It's a good support position though.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's, yeah, I agree with you. It's a hard spot. So, Astralis taking it slow. They're in the anti-eco. They've got a setup for A. Oh, hello. Goodbye to your helmet, Dupree. That is going to be on the floor somewhere in Palace. Now this is a good position. If you, it can be really good if you have an AWP and you hit every. You get the ability to stop them making their way up hits, and your position is not as compromised. Then this position can actually be so good with an AWP. Sometimes.
Yeah, and there's sometimes where everyone gets smoked out. You have to move in, and then you flash in through triple, and then you op from there or something like that. But yeah, an op helps a lot because it's really just taking all the chip damage. That's the problem with that spot. It was solid. Might be more interesting.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. It'd be very different. I'm actually glad it's not. I like it's how it is.
Yeah.
It's a fast 7-0. But GODSENT are on the buy once more. They have returned to buy territory. They've gone to the ammunition and they stocked up. Twisting the sniper rifle once again. As Glaive looking for a fast peek. Interesting, they on previous rounds GODSENT have grenaded that position with a smoke as well. So there were risks to be had there. Speaking of risks, Twist makes his way forward. That may spur Dupree on, but there are CTs close. The flashbangs won't do the job. Dupree does get a shot off, but not a fatal one. GODSENT backing off now.
Going for the continued push on the catwalk there. But he doesn't get the repeat that he was after. He's just going to fall back and away to a safe route through apartments, which his teammates have cleared for the bomb plant. Kirby rushing forwards to shut down the short position as well, and that's going to be a beautiful post plant once again. Definitely not looking like Astralis in any danger right now. This T side is looking very strong.
P8. Freddy, position known. Astralis have little to lose on the hunt.
I feel like from this position it's going to take a Swedish miracle. I feel like every Swedish person needs to rub their Dalahust in at once.
Wondered where you were going there, Dan.
Get the Dalahust out.
It's a pretty secular country. So.
Is it Dalahust or Dalahust?
Dalahust.
Dalahust. I think it's Dalahust.
What is that?
It's a traditional little Christmassy horsey thing, little wooden horse that they bring out at Christmas time as an ornament.
A rocking
It's
horse?
just decoration.
Does it
No,
rock?
no, it's just like a little horse, little wooden handmade horse thing in Christmassy colours, presumably.
Dollar horse.
Christmassy. Dalahust.
I think we spent like £200 on a Dalahust.
We did.
That
For-
sounds irresponsible.
For I think it was for Fnatic versus NIP for like one map or something, or 2 maps.
We bought a lot of stuff. We raided the Swedish shop in London.
Yeah, I forget what was it called. Like every, I can't remember what the shop was called, but shout outs to that Swedish shop, that one super Swedish shop.
They knew us as well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, there was a guy who followed Counter-Strike. I remember now. Yeah.
There are these scooters all around Santa Monica that you can just pick up. If you have an app, you can just go start riding them with motors.
Bird scooters.
Yeah, and the guy who was collecting them and putting them in a van yesterday had a Cloud9 joke.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I assumed he was a LoL player, so I just walked past him.
There's LA seems like a very, like it seems like it's becoming the sort of mecca of Western esports.
It is.
And
Yeah, so many houses around here. There's
it's very recent though.
yeah, there's an area where close to where the where the Riot building is, where they do LCS.
Yeah.
Where there are people always walking around with Cloud9 and Liquid shirts and stuff like that.
That's really awesome. Love that.
Finally, the double ops have come out for GODSENT. I wondered when this would happen. 0-9. We may not get to see a T-side from them. So maybe
No.
our question will remain shrouded in mystery.
It's true. You know, one key difference, you know, when we bought the Dalahest and all that stuff, James, I think it was this time last year, but now we have upgraded the weather. It is 31 degrees Celsius outside. It's so nice.
It's awesome.
But last year it was rainy and super cold because we were in London.
It's not awesome.
Taking a moment to appreciate it, even though we're stuck inside, it's fine. Got the Counter-Strike to keep us company. Although the Swedes are not having a good time. Looking like Astralis taking middle at the moment. And a pretty passive setup here from GODSENT, working those double orbs. There's huge boom, there it is. Dupree gets a headshot.
He took that fight. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Hampus, you mean?
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to take that fight.
Shouldn't have.
But there's still a fight in GODSENT. 4-on-4 Twist taking Kyabi down on the ramp position. The bomb's still being left in T-spawn, and as you can see, Astralis are in position to split. Oh, Dupree moving at just the wrong time. But that may be a much-needed round from GODSENT, looking for their first. But they need to survive in numbers. 3-on-3, not ideal for them. The bomb may be moving towards the B-bomb site. Perhaps Glaive will make his way towards CT.
So it rests on the shoulders of Pitt. And here they will run into his spray. That's one. Bomb is down on the site. 30 seconds. For one teammate, he thought that perhaps he could just buy some additional time, but didn't expect Glaive to come from short. Now the bomb can go down. It's up to Twist to go for the clutch. And it's going to be a difficult one, to say the least. They may not understand exactly where he is at the moment, but that will be given up soon enough. When he is discovered, he has to get immediately create a 1v1. Look at the off angle, though, or the very sheer angle that I believe Glaive is standing in. And there it is. Beautiful position, makes it impossible to push out the window alone without utility. 10-0. Astralis crushing GODSENT.
Getting smacked. Smacked up and down.
Now, so I thought it was actually awesome from Dupree to actually stay in that position because obviously I think for GODSENT, one of the biggest dangers is someone getting boosted. So someone has to sort of check. So it's actually an amazing spot he created. Amazing. I was so surprised Freddie B got the kill.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like he waited long enough that it's like GODSENT is going to assume, okay, they're doing something else. They got their kill, and we do have the check window. So this is probably pretty safe. And, you know, he was probably kind of scared to see Dupree still standing there. So, you know,
it was really fast. It almost seemed like he pre-fired it. Maybe he did pre-fire it, actually. That would be smart. Nice from Twist. Can't get the follow-up. Only one, though. His teammates need to deliver as well. There's one from Hampus towards A. The bomb is down. Well, it's actually in the hands of Pimp by Tetris. It will make its way to the site. Disco catches a player and is rewarded at T-spawn. And all of a sudden, a 2v3 after plant. And nothing is safe for Astralis right now.
Oops. That was a misstep. That leaves Pimp to defend the clean sheet. No goals want to be conceded by Astralis. Run difference. Maybe a faster play, we don't know. Goes wide, but they're both standing there, GODSENT, and they finally make their way onto the scoreboard. 1-10. The road back will be arduous. The incline will be humongous.
They will have no shoes. It'll be a twisted road.
Oh, you're a savage.
On bricks.
Shoot up bricks.
Wearing bricks.
On bricks, wearing bricks, tubing bricks.
Heated bricks.
The brick life.
Do you know what a brick is in Counter-Strike? Do you guys use that word?
No.
Someone who has really good aim but doesn't have any brains.
Oh,
So
really?
Call a brick.
Ah. I bricked my phone once before.
There's that too.
Yeah.
We all have.
Freddie B's gone for the auto sniper. Yes. That's awesome. It's a great gun, and you can see a lot of success whenever it's pulled out from that position.
Sometimes you gotta put your ego away and pick up an auto sniper for the squad.
It is really good. Like, the auto sniper is very good. It's a great gun. It's just very expensive, which is one of the reasons why you don't see it very much. More expensive than the AWP. Pit trying to hold, but everybody getting shut down, and now Freddie B has to go for the rotation with the auto sniper. It's actually a pretty good gun for dynamic situations. No scoping is good. You can quickly fire a second shot, which you can't with the AWP. It's good pressure. Creating distraction here for Hampus. There's a pick off as well. Oh, and Hampus had to survive. Freddie B was just a distraction man. You got to save this, surely. Yeah.
And it's good night from Freddie B.
Yeah, the auto sniper is totally worth the money. It's if you can afford it. It's an auto fire. It does like 1,000,000 damage a shot. It is perfectly accurate unscoped.
Yeah, the unscoped is actually really awesome. Oh, I was about to say, as you would see there, but somehow
He hit him.
a bunny hopping CZ airborne instant headshot apparently. So I feel cheated.
He did hit him.
On his behalf, I feel cheated. I feel like the auto sniper should have won the day there.
Kind of. I mean, yeah, he was low, so I think he would have died to anything. Did they
He was actually, yeah, 13 health, I think.
Yeah.
And 87 armor.
A situation where armor won't save you.
Indeed. Indeed. Dupree has been definitely doing Device a lot of justice, I think, so far. He's been doing very well on the AWP, and especially on the T side, it's obviously not nearly as easy to get stuff going. You have to be active. You have to go for plays. You can't be an AWPer that is single-faceted, where you just, you know, a guy that holds angles and so on.
I appreciate his opping. I think well, I just appreciate his playstyle. Very proactive. Very proactive and adaptive.
Yeah. He absolutely is.
Well, there's one kill for GODSENT. Need a lot more than that. Glaver's made sound, but he's managed to spot a player, do damage, but no frag. And now all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 2. Bomb collected towards top of mid. Zipek's got to be careful about his sound cues as well, because Dopplan is not far away. GODSENT not really sure what's going on just yet, but they seem to have an inkling that it might be A. From this position, they can peek the cross or the palace. Pimp making his way on the high ground where Zipex is. GODSENT just waiting. Pimp with a smoke. But where does he place it?
That was pretty good.
He picked.
Let me stand here and line this
Watch this stream,
grenades.
guys.
I like how you were talking to us earlier about Pimp teaching people grenades as well. How about this one?
Welcome to another episode of Pimp Plays, guys.
Do you guys know this one? Here it comes, GODSENT. Just spread the caviar everywhere, but it's not going to work out. Danish supremacy at the moment. They are crushing GODSENT. This must be very difficult to watch if you're an IP at the moment.
Yeah.
Because right now, GODSENT aren't even giving us any way to believe that they can win this game.
They don't really get to play next half if they don't get any rounds here.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's kind of the, I don't know.
The remainder is a must.
I just actually just thought that they'd get some rounds. I don't think they'd win this half, but I thought they'd get some rounds.
I thought that they'd have like 7-8 rounds at least.
Yeah.
I mean, they just haven't really found a good flow. I think it's a level of disconnectedness between them that really has been problematic. Because Astralis are actually playing as a pretty tight unit, as expected. But obviously one thing with the CT side is that you have to, if a position is conceded, you have to sort of change your positions as CTs, have good clear communication, understand how your teammates play, like who's going to cover what, how you can make a play out of this position if you have to make a play. But there is no routine. There's zero routine for GODSENT on that CT side. They really have to find battles and hope that they can win those fights.
5 different guns.
And a frag.
Oh.
And another frag.
Out of the sky.
Where was he going? I need to see his itinerary.
Shelby will regret that one. Smoked himself out of the bomb. Away from the bomb, rather, not out of the bomb. He was not in the bomb. Big presence in A. Oh. Will he go back though? Surely he will. Surely he will. Oh, Dupree, if he didn't scope that second time, probably gets the kill there. That's awkward. That leaves Kiabi alone. Last zone position. Oh, he's surely done for. GODSENT about to double their score. And they will do that. 2 rounds for GODSENT. Will there be a T side at all?
I kind of missed that in the original engine, you had this, like in Counter-Strike 1. In the original Counter-Strike engine, and you had this as well, which is like the ITEC 1 engine, where the knockback to player models is exactly the same as the damage dealt to them. So like there's a value of like knockback that like 1 damage has, so 100 damage is 100 times that knockback, right? So you will, like it's directly correlative. So like there with that player sort of flying would have been awesome, because you would have seen him actually fly, get like pushed in like further up. In like the older versions of the game.
Bring back ragdolls.
And that's always really fun, like knockback effects are really fun.
Well, Astralis man down at the moment. Make it 2 opportunity knocks for GODSENT. Pimpin's effects moving in from the B bomb site, but Hampus is top mid. May have been spotted though, it seems he has, and they're hunting him, they're looking for him. He's got 14 HP, and in the meantime, Doppelman will pick up both players. There we are.
And as a quick addition to that statement, in 1.6 and the older editions of CS, people would boost by shooting their teammates, because you have reduced damage to teammates, but you could still get just enough of a boost to actually get some very funky positions, like on the old cobblestones especially. There's a lot of little funky boosts there by shooting your teammate on the T side. Anyway, back into CSGO, we have the MAC 10 out and twist, so get a slow default to start things off to cover pushes, which will be discovered, and another one as well. And then they can decide, well, after these pushes have stopped, exactly how they want to play out the rounds. And they always have the MAC 10.
Nice. They gotta be careful with the losses just because they bought 4 AKs. I mean, even just buying 4 AKs kind of messes them up if they lose a round because they're just not going to make enough money and they're going to spend so much money. So they've already dropped one for sure and given it up. I think if you're losing this badly, you have to set yourself up for a long comeback, which means you're gonna. If you can't win with SMGs, you're not gonna be able to win a rifle round anyway. So you should think about your economy as well as trying to win the round.
So not really much to do here for Astralis, just try to save. Do we believe in GODSENT's chances here to at least have some good rounds?
Yeah, well, like here, so for example, they just didn't pad enough so that if they do lose a round, that they will be able to buy up again, which limits their chances if they get reset. But they have another opportunity for a clean round, at least.
Pimp's been on the B-bomb site, right? Which explains why he's only got 6 kills, despite the 13 rounds for Astralis. What am I talking about? I just started on the CT.
I was about to say,
side.
yeah.
Hello. Never mind. Ignore me. I was busy trying to secure some Yeezys, which were just released, but I failed.
You did?
Yeah, man.
Even the reserve thing?
Yeah.
It just said no.
I thought you didn't want it.
You have to be super quick.
Yeah, it said you have to pick some as like a capture.
Yeah.
And you only get to press it once. I press it correctly, and then it says this may take a minute. Waiting. I'm like, size 13.
Site crashes.
How many people can really need shoes of that size?
Well, they're just reselling. People are just buying up every Yeezy.
Yeah. So I didn't get one. Yeah, I wasn't particularly fast, but I was like, screw it. It's fun to
spend money.
Secure stuff.
I mean,
that too, I suppose.
There was a thing called sniping on Neopets, where you'd go into the marketplace and try to get really rare items that would go for auction in the last moments that they were there, and that was really fun to do. You had to refresh the page, right? You refresh the page, it would move up a slot, and there'd be like 10 seconds remaining, 5 seconds remaining. You had to jump in there, type it in, the captcha right before, and then get the rare item. It was the best feeling. It was the best feeling ever.
I had no idea. It was so compelling.
Oh, they have a stock market on Neopets as well.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. It was originally a project for university students to learn some life skills, and it ended up a lot of kids were playing it. Like I was 11 when I played it.
Yeah, I remember it. It was really popular. Really popular.
What is Neopets?
Neopets is like a web browser game that you raise a pet and then you have.
Think Tamagotchi, but.
Yeah, and you have like a whole area of flash games, a world with. They've got everything.
But anyway, we have Twist going for the pick. It's Pimp to beat him to the point though. That is a problem for GODSENT. The initial play has failed. You know, you want to rely on a team coordination at this point. They can't go 5-3. Oh, that's close.
No nades to follow up.
Freddy B.
Pimp still CT though.
Yeah, they'll move into A while that player's stuck in ladder room, unable to stop anybody moving in. But Kyabi has gone undetected, and that step may help him for a second or two. Maybe allow Dupree to escape, but he won't get the kill. So this is a tight situation. The bomb will get planted. Dupree is forced to fall back. There's Effect spotted, but where's the third player? Pimp has rattled some shots off already, and Freddy B will be punished for peeking from Palace. It will even the numbers once more. That's good real estate for the T side. Smoke has been deployed. CT's got to find frags. It's a nice shot there from Zipex. Hampus in the connected stairs.
Ooh.
They'll both peek him. That's a really nice headshot on the first player though. Zipex is peeking with the M4, and Hampus has surely won the round. He has. Zipex will retreat with the AWP.
That was really sick both ways. I mean, they had it made. They had the double peacock connector, but Hampus, with just like that half a second window, was able to win that fight. That's a round in the bag. They get another save as well, another opportunity to build up their economy just a little bit, just to the point that they have a full rebuy each, which is all they really want. Full nades going into this one. Zipex retaining the AWP. It's a big win for Astralis. They can make sure to get at least 1 or 2 kills, if not win the round on this eco. That's like some of the lack of coordination that you see where the 2 people molly connected.
Yeah. That is a very timely pick-off, and if we consider that as far as GODSENT are concerned, that Xyp9x can now be absolutely anywhere. He could be in the same position. He could have rotated to the other side of the map. You cannot really know where he's going to be with the AWP, so you just have to sort of run the risk. And they have utility. They've got a couple of smokes left. You can use those. Freddy B just deploys one of his. They are working on setting up in mid. They can get a split onto A if they want. But Glaive, if he gets this kill and the bomb drops and he picks up an AK, that is a big problem. But he spotted the bomb. Now what does this do for GODSENT, knowing that Astralis has seen the bomb? They were setting up for A. So they turn Disco into a lurk and try to go B? Or how does this play out now? A minute left.
Yeah, it's sketchy.
Just waiting for an opening. Still want the A play. There it is.
That was pretty insane.
Gave into shadow, but he'll be spotted out there by a diligent Disco dot plant. And it looks like GODSENT will have this round in the bag. They have successfully taken down the pistols and the AWP of Astralis. Honestly, it felt like a buy versus buy round for me. Like it really seemed like a very realistic opportunity for Astralis. Xyp9x got the first frag. Him doing some additional damage. There's an airborne player for him to shoot at.
It's always twist.
Yeah, very nice shot.
All right then, buy time. Now let's see who's going to win the T-side argument. GODSENT 6 rounds away.
I've lost already, James. I've already lost with that CT side. I've just lost. Launders wins.
I didn't say anything about the first half. I had no idea.
Twist lurking towards the ramp with the AWP, maybe looking for an initial cross towards Connector, but he won't get anything out of that, and he will move away. GODSENT with a focus on B, so it seems they might go for some kind of simple push here. Lots of smoke grenades in the middle area, and that might run distraction in the meantime. GODSENT continue to advance, but now we've got Xyp9x moving back into position. Hampus maybe trying to cut off a rotation. GODSENT being really careful. Just got to walk in, play contact. Now the game is up to Xyp9x. Stand his ground in the middle of the site. He's got a good crossfire with his teammate. The smokes are up, and that's caused problems for the T side. Pimp picking a player off as well. And Astralis are in strong positions now. Pitts looking the wrong way. Pimp's being taken out, but there's not much answer to Astralis' hold right now.
That's a great shot from Twist. He's going to need 3 more. Minute to do it. Bomb on the floor. The flick shot will not connect. He'll only get 1 more chance. He's not quick enough, even though he is still very quick. Stupri with the frag. 14-7. Astralis rocking GODSENT on Mirage. They have money at the very least.
Yeah, they did somewhat okay. They had 3 buys, but that was kind of a the mollies were perfect. Like the mollies to van is exactly where GODSENT wanted to run out as opposed to jump out of the window, so they got called out there, and the flashes were good enough that GODSENT were uncomfortable moving out. You know that as soon as they stop running, like there's no way that they're gonna get out of halt. They take their time.
Sandwich, Freddy B is the meat. So his team, that will be unsavory. Hampus, Topland, Pitt remain. Early on answered frag in favour of Astralis. Glaive has no fear on the ramp. What a wipeout. This is savage.
He just decided it was over. Glaive decided the round was over. And it pretty much is. Hampus in a 1v5 with the bomb down in a horrible choke point. He's in a smoke. Doesn't really get that much worse than this position. There's 1 kill. Second one as well. Hampus! Oh man, I almost expected the third. He lined it up pretty well, but it is all consolation. And it's not even a consolation. They need the win.
For NIP.
Yeah, for Sweden.
For Sweden,
right.
right?
Sweden, they need the win.
That's right.
For Astralis, though, I'm so curious how the scoreboard's going to look after this.
No Swedish.
This game.
Oh, we got Fnatic. That's it.
Yeah, they're already in there. GODSENT. I'll get it done with Twist here. Aggression from Astralis. Despite the stand-in, they're still looking so good. Pimp doing great work here for the team. Playing triple at the moment. Disco with a nice deagle shot, but the remainder of the Swedes are being shot to ribbons.
that's that. 16-7, a very brief Mirage. A good start from GODSENT in the second half of the pistol round, but beyond that, there was not a lot going on. One by round and then done.
And maybe this was a map where they would have preferred, you know, the original lineup. Because with Dennis and Schneider, obviously in the routine that they had, this